Alrighty, so of the students who received an F in geometry during the spring and second semester of 17-18, we need a pivot table. So make sure you're back on the original school enrollment. And I'm actually going to do it wrong first, just so you can see why, because otherwise you don't understand why it's wrong. So I'm going to select all of my columns, and I'm going to go to Insert, Pivot Table, and I just want it on a new sheet. Okay. So it says, of the students who received an F in geometry, so the course, and we don't want all the courses, we just want geometry. So I'm going to search for geometry, and just make sure the ones that say geometry are selected. Okay, I just have geometry. And we're going to throw that actually in the filter. And what else do we want? We only want kids that got what? An F. So I'm going to unselect everything and just select the F's. Okay, and that's also going to be thrown into the filter. So, of the students who received an F in geometry second semester, how many are enrolled in geometry during summer school? Alright, so now we're going to go summer school session 2. That's the row we want. We also want to know the value, how many of those kids are in summer school session 2. For example, in geometry there's only 32 kids, the others are in other classes. And it also asks eventually what percentage of them are not in the correct class. Okay, so I'm going to grab and drag it again. And this time, we're going to do a field, show the values as percentage of grand total. Okay. One of the questions asks, what percentage of students are not enrolled in geometry during summer school? Oh, there we go. How many students are not enrolled in any summer school? This blank right here, it's not counting. So we have to go find out a way to put a value in those blanks. So that's why this is wrong. So I'm going to actually delete this. Yes. And start over. Technically, we need to sort these by all the blanks. So instead of counting a blank, we need to put some words in there. So we're going to replace the blanks with no requests. Okay, so I sorted it. I went control down, and I wound up with 8,549. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to type no requests here. If I come over here and try to double it down, it goes beyond. Actually, it did fine. We're good. And so let's do this lovely pivot table again. One more time. Select all the data, insert, pivot table. Okay. Course, filter, grade goes in the filter. And the courses, we just want geometry. But not just the word geometry, because there's more than one set of geometries. Sorry, I can do it again. Okay. And what grades do we want to only show? We only want to show the F's. Alright, so summer school. There's all the classes. And we want to know the values, how many kids. And we also eventually want to know the percentages. So, value, show a value as a percentage of the grand total. So, one more time, let's look through it again. Of the students who received an F in geometry during the spring, we got that sorted. How many are enrolled in geometry during summer session? How many enrolled in geometry? 32. How many enrolled in a summer school session course in a subject other than geometry? So I'm going to write a little sentence here. Not enrolled in geometry. And it's equals, your first inclination is to do this minus this, and you get funky stuff. I would suggest, instead of clicking, just do equals B20 minus B15. And you should get 77. Alright, which courses? You can see them all here. How many students are not enrolled in any summer school course? There's your no requests, 5 of them. And what percentage of students are not enrolled in geometry during summer school? Again, equals C20 minus C15.